Hello, this is Dr. Kirkendall, and this is the fourth video in this series, and you've made it. You've gone through all of them. So let's dive into the structure component. We talked originally about the biochemical, the toxicity, the emotion, and now this is structure. Now, structure is important. So the structure component involves muscles, bones, tendons, ligaments, things that move around in the body, and this sort of thing. And that's very important because if you're dealing with anxiety, if you're dealing with depression and talking about structure, if your muscles in your neck are too tight, your scalenes, you're not able to breathe well, or if you're breathing and you're not breathing from your diaphragm because that muscle that sits right below the ribs in your abdomen, if it's too tight, you're not able to breathe. And that causes like being asphyxiated, like I mentioned before. So structure is really important. If the muscles are really, really tight in your neck or in your spine, those little servos, those little vertebrae in your back and in your spine aren't able to send and receive information. This is vital. It's called deafferentation. And, it's like when you see somebody who's a little older and they're walking, if they're not moving their arms, they're deafferentating their brain. You have to move it or you will lose it. So this is very important and vital to understand that there's a structural component. So somebody like myself, if we're in person, we can actually show you how to do work and with the muscles, with the bones, with the spine and the structure. And this affects your central nervous system, period. This is just how this works. If you don't have motion in your neck and you're not moving this bone in here, your cervical vertebrae, then you're not getting the input that you need to your brain. So that's the first component of structure. Now, I want you to stick around for this part where now we're talking about the central nervous system. Now, this part is really, really, really important because so many people are really set in a sympathetic dominant state. They're in the mind, they're thinking, they're trying to figure out how to make enough money or pay off the IRS or deal with their ex-partner or something. And when we're in our prefrontal cortex in our mind, we're go, 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 and we're running from the tiger all day, our body, our nervous system never gets to relax. And so it's important that we allow the parasympathetic nervous system to actually come online and help us relax. And I have a video series here after this, if you're interested, where I actually go into this in much greater detail. I think it's something like 7 or 8 videos, and it's really, I think, really thorough. Like, guys, I'm telling you, if I knew about the 4 primary issues that can go wrong in the body, like we're talking about today, and then also how to like down-regulate the sympathetic dominance where your body's just, you can't heal. If I had known how to do this when I was going through my health crisis, it would have saved me so much time, energy, and money. I would have been so grateful. And so I'm honored to be able to share that with you today. So I just want to give you a very brief overview of this part of the nervous system because your cranial nerve 10, your vagus nerve, right? It's the primary parasympathetic nerve of your entire body. It's one of the 12 cranial nerves that comes out of the brain. It innervates into your lungs and your heart and your diaphragm and your ability to breathe and your ability to feel calm and rested. It allows your GI tract to function properly, to eliminate properly, and to go through the proper function. If this system is disrupted, you don't have the capacity to heal. You don't have the capacity to feel good. You're going to always feel like you're running from the tiger like a gazelle, and things just going to catch you, and this exhausts you. So in this video series that I have around specifically how to balance your parasympathetic nervous system and work with your vagus, I'll go into greater detail. But I just want to remind you, we went through biochemical, went through toxicity, we went through emotion, went through structure. These are the 4 components that can get off in the human body. And when they do, then watch out because these things start to fall like a house of cards. If you work with a really skilled practitioner, then what will happen is you'll be able to identify these very quickly and then start to make changes. And this will bring the ability for you to recover in your life so much faster. And the reason I do this work is so that you're inspired, you're empowered, and you're out there doing the good work that you're here to do, because we need all 7+ billion of us on deck on this planet right now, not just to feel good for our own life, to go and get more stuff out of the world, but to be feeling good, to be of service in the world, and to help the next person in front of you so that you can be the very best mother or brother or partner or worker or visionary or change agent on this planet. And this is really, really crucial. So I encourage you to check out that video series. If you want support, I would be honored if you reach out to me. I offer a 15-minute free call. We'll just see if it's a right fit. And I will look forward to seeing you in the other videos coming right up.